off that skirt. Woo!
All over.
Hell yeah.
Ah! Not fair!
Woo!
So what stuff is from?
So where we went yesterday, there's a whole bunch of schools of snub-nosed gar, and they're like 22 to 25 centimetres long. So I run it, it's called a Mikono siren, it's a straight tail, which basically imitates a garfish, and it's a 20 centimetre lure. Spring it on the spin and jig head, and it has basically no action, except when you go through the current, you know, like it'll move in the current and stuff. But if you watch a garfish swim, it doesn't move. But it's more the height in the water column too that the garfish sits. So when using that sort of lure, keep it up high where the barra are going to be looking for the gar.
Yep, so you don't let it sink. So just cast it out and then just like it's pitches or
No
let
action.
it sit there.
No, just straight line. Straight line.
Let it sit there straight. Okay, sweet. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Alright, we've got our first fish of the day. Goes to KVB as per fucking usual. And she is about to go home. Well done, girl. Woohoo! This is what happens in the end too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Straight down the boot.
Alright, Kendall's monster!
Woohoo! I got another 72, same as last year. Mwah. See you, girl. Woohoo! Yeah! Let's go, guys.
Rolling eyes.
Yeah.
Like a buffalo.
Yep. See, this is what happens when you get off the water at the Barra Nats.
Massage.
Yep.
Massage at the state.
See? That's two teams looking after each other.
Yes. Oh my God, you are so cute. No, don't turn around. No butt. I don't want the butt photo. Oh, I've got the butt photo. Touch the butt. Thank you. Love you. Hasta la vista, baby.
Yes. Good job, girl. Well done. That's fun. Okay, so we're here after the 2025 Barra Nationals, and we're sitting with Chris today. She's one of our lovely ladies from the WRFL as well, and has decided to take on the coordination and has just achieved the end of the first coordination of the Barra Nationals. So we're going to have a chat and see how she found her time. So Chris, what inspired you to take this on?
What inspired me? A few years back I coordinated the Quarry Putt Challenge, and I thought to myself, if I can do that, then why can't I do this? Also, I've been with the Barra Nationals for the last 4 years as a volunteer, then onto the committee. And a couple of years ago, the coordinator couldn't be here, so I was not just running the bar, I was running the floor, and I was running the stage. And I thought, if I can do that, then why can't I coordinate?
The entire thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. So, what would you say were the highlights of coordinating this event specifically?
Specifically, well, gaining all the sponsors that we did, which is absolutely amazing, and we love every single one of them. They've done so much for us. But also seeing, just during the week, how it's gone. I think day 2, I thought, wow, I was in such a great mood. You know, everything was going smoothly, and I thought, this is great. You know, maybe I can do another one. So I'm not sure about that one, but we'll see. So that's where I was at. And then obviously tonight being the last night, and even having Greenie come up on stage and saying, I've done this for the last 11 years, and this is probably the best run and well-coordinated one he's been at. So that was just amazing. And seeing everyone cheer, loving the MCs, they want them back. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. To feel like you've come in and upped the level from what it was before. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's epic. Yeah, that must make you feel pretty proud.
Oh, very proud.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
Can't wipe the smile.
And we won't try. So on the flip side of that, what challenges have you faced, and how did you kind of deal with it?
Oh yeah, so we did have quite a few challenges. You've got different personalities in regards to dealing with the club and just dealing with that as well. And you know, everyone's got their own opinions. So there was that. Then we lost a few sponsors, which of what happened last year. But in saying that, we gained quite a few.
Yeah.
And one of our sponsors came in hard. Not only did the other teammate sponsor as well, then they brought another sponsor, two sponsors on board, which totaled over $55,000 worth of sponsorship from that one team.
Yeah, that's insane.
And that was amazing. So that was, even though it was a hurdle, we overcame it, and we're here now.
Yeah, that's excellent. Very good. Yeah, there's definitely a few new sponsors on board this year, which has been, you know, up the prize pool and changed things out a little bit. So people who come here every year don't get bored, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah. And did you see the crop trophies?
Like, yeah, I know.
Very
Who does that?
Very cool.
Awesome. Like, they were amazing. Like, oh my god, these chainsaws! I want a chainsaw.
Yeah,
you know,
everyone in the audience wanted the bloody chainsaw.
Yeah. Look at those Makita packs from NT Fasteners. Like they're $1,500 Makita packs
Yeah.
for our second prize champion team.
Yeah, my dad and boyfriend are going to be stoked about the new Makita thongs that I'm taking home for him.
Yeah.
They're going to love them.
That's good. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, we fished together last year, and we had a really awesome time. But obviously, fishing the event versus running the event's very different. So, have you got a preference or positives and negatives of each one?
I think the positives of fishing, even though there is that little bit of tension and the, you know, trying to make sure everything runs smoothly, nothing happens to the boat, or the you know, your teammates are safe and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? I enjoyed both sides. Like seeing the results that we did how this week's been. It's been amazing, but also fishing and being in amongst the barra, and I love barra fishing. I'm sure you've seen me. I kissed every single fish last year, and I talked to every single fish, but that's just me. And
we started doing that too.
Oh, did you? High five. Well done. I love being around other people.
I never saw you do it, but it was just a natural instinct for me.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we were just
awesome.
so excited to pull one in every time that we thought the fish deserved some.
Yeah,
credit.
absolutely.
So there was a good, both very positive outcomes.
Yeah.
Whether you're fishing or whether you're actually coordinating, just seeing everyone doing well was amazing.
Yeah. So do you think next year you'll coordinate and fish or coordinate?
I don't know. At the moment, I've wanted to take a step back, but I've got the MCs going, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. And I've got Beck and Lynn going, don't leave us.
Yeah.
So, but you know, hearing, like I said, from Greenie saying how well we run it, you know, it's like, maybe I need to reconsider.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. I've had similar situation lately
Yeah.
in my own fishing club. So, that's awesome. So to any ladies out there wanting to make the step and come to a tournament like this, what would be your advice to those ladies?
Give it a go. The one thing I love about WRFL is we try different things, like even fishing in a kayak. I've never fished in a kayak before, and I'm doing it again this year, and I think it's amazing. So, you know, trying something like this barra comp, you know, you don't have to be up the top to enjoy yourself. You know, you can sort of paddle in through the middle, have a go, find some teammates who are keen, and then go from there. Yeah, for sure. And I'm glad you guys are back.
Yeah, I think, like, personally, like, you know, my partner's been saying to me, oh, you know, like, that's really sad that you didn't catch a really big one, all this kind of stuff, and I just said to him, you know, here's a bit of a muso, he's a music teacher, and I just said to him, like, it's the same as you learning a song, and then you performing the song when you've learnt it. It's like, I'm learning how to navigate this river and how to fish for barra,
and that's a big thing.
Yeah,
the fact that you guys came in here, you know, you've only seen where I took you and all that kind of stuff. For you guys to come in
and just wing it.
Yeah, wing it. It's amazing. I'm proud of you guys.
Oh, thank
so
you.
Proud.
Yeah. We've had a really good week, and I do feel like I've started to kind of get my head around the river. Only probably yesterday and today I've started to figure out the big things that I needed to know. But, you know, like, I've spoken to a friend of mine at home who's given me lots of tips, who fishes this river quite often, and that really helped me. But you do have to come here and figure out what's going on, because obviously each year it changes dramatically depending on what has happened with the flood season and stuff like that.
Well, that's right. And then you guys had a couple of team changes as well. So
We
you
did.
had a couple of locals, and then they had to pull back.
Yeah.
But you still came in and you did it, and be proud.
Yeah.
Well done, ladies.
Yeah. Yep. Soldier
Thank
on.
you.
That's what we're about, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So give it a go.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. Very good. Well, thank you very much for chatting.
No worries. Thank you.
Alright, so we are here with Trace today, and we're going to have a little chat about how Barra Nationals has transpired over the years and where we're at now. So, welcome, Trace, to the channel. So, just give us a little background on how many Barra Nats you've done and that type of thing.
Sure. So this is number 5. I have fished with 3 different crews over the years. However, the last 3 years I've been with the same crew, some of my best mates from Queensland.
Nice. Yeah, that's epic. Yeah, I've had a couple of different team changes and stuff like that over the 2 years that I've done it as well. So sometimes it's probably good to get a few different people in and learn from different people.
Oh, 100%, 100%. So, yeah.
Yeah, so why do you think you keep coming back?
Okay, so for me, honestly, it's not about the fishing. It is, so for background, I lived in the Territory for 10 years, and what gets me coming back is the atmosphere, it's the people, and the mighty Daly River.
Yeah.
Like, this river is my most favourite river of all times. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
But then, as I said, it's more than the fishing, it's the people, it's the atmosphere, it's how they welcome you. It's like going to a school reunion kind of thing. Like
every year
you get to see and catch up with people that you haven't seen for like a year. So that's why I come back. Not for the fishing, not for the barra, but for the people more than anything.
I mean, being a fellow social butterfly, I completely understand that.
I know.
I love people too.
Everyone's always finding me like, Tracy, where are you? Tracy, stop yapping. Tracy. I'm like, oh my god, it's
but
so
everyone
bad.
knows where you are because you can hear you.
Yes, I know. I don't have an inside voice. Hey, I really don't.
Oh, we had the same thing on our boat for the last couple of days.
Did you?
Yeah, Rose gets really excited and starts talking really loudly. And I was just like, Rose, we're right here. We can hear you.
Inside voice. Inside voice.
Classroom voice.
That
Rose.
never happens.
Classroom voice.
Never happens.
But at least we can hear you when you're coming across the river.
Exactly.
It's Trace.
Yes, that's it. I am a waver. I will say that. Even for the newbies, it doesn't matter if I know you or if you're not actually fishing the tournament, you're going to get away from me and you'll get a hoy as well. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I wave to everyone too. I don't care if they
It's
want to wave to me, they can stick it. So, coming in, you guys did a little bit of pre-fishing the week beforehand, which was epic for you. We didn't get to do very much of that.
Yeah.
But did that help you to formulate your plan of attack?
No. So,
Awesome. Well, I'm glad I didn't make an extra trip for that.
no. So when we come in, day one that we come in, because we drive 3 days from Queensland up. So day one that we come in, it was a 3-day tide. It was coming on to neap, so total wipeout. Then it was still neap. We knew that the tide was going to build. We had an idea that the fish, the bait was going to come down. When they were going to come down, no idea. We were just literally watching it. So yeah, pre-fish, no.
Yeah.
However, it did help us to get a track and not hit anything.
Well, that's excellent.
Yeah, that was, I guess, the main aim.
Yeah.
Don't hit anything.
Our recon mission on day one was basically for that, and admittedly we did hit a tree, but everything was fine.
Dug over. It's fine.
Yeah, stopped. I'm like, oh fuck, we're in a boat. This could be bad.
Yeah, everyone's in the boat. It's fine.
It was, but I was like, in my head, I'm like, $550 for a new prop. $550 for a new prop. We've
Oh my
already
god.
forked out nearly $3.5 grand for this boat.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've lifted it up and everything was fine. The skeg was still on, and I was
That's
like,
the main
thank
thing.
God for that.
Yeah, if the skeg's there, you're sweet as.
Yeah, and the prop was straight. However, we have bent a little prop today, so we're going to have to fix that one up.
That's
That'll
right.
be okay.
That'd be fine.
That's fine.
That's a future you problem.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Yes, exactly. Future problem.
Yeah, exactly. So, when you guys formulated your plan of attack, did you do that like on a daily basis?
Yes, 100%. So we anticipated that the bait was going to come in. The thing about the Mighty Daily, especially if you're not a local, and even the locals will tell you, the tides are fucked up, mate.
Yeah.
Like, you think you got the tides right, okay, so you're doing this and blah, 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 and then you get there, and then you're like, the tides aren't right. Yeah. And then what you've also got to work into is if you've got some river flood coming down as well. So the river went up, it went down. We always had the idea, find the bait, find the fish. Yeah. When the bait comes down, then we will be fine, sort of thing. Yeah. We really watched the water, and we watch it, okay, it's slowed down, we're going to turn. As soon as it turned, we'd make our move, sort of thing. So,
Yeah, so we've seen a lot of mullet and garfish and some archer fish. Was there any other bait that you sort of seen that was different?
It was really not so much about the specific species, but it was more about the size. Yeah. So when the little pups come, it's more about the mullet when the pups come in, when the bigger baits come in, and when the schools come in of bait as well. Yeah, that was the biggest thing for us. Yeah,
okay. So what did you find worked really well for you?
We are runner and gunners. So in previous years, we've sat at creek mouths. We also live scope a fair bit as well. But for us this year, what worked again from last year is running and gunning with the tide. Yeah. We worked the tide. Yeah. We looked for the fish, and some days it paid off, some days it didn't.
Yeah. So I guess I sort of had the same sort of intentions, but I guess this is my second year here.
Yeah.
And I didn't sort of figure out the tides until probably yesterday.
We still don't know the tides. Yeah. we literally still don't know. We're like, well, it's turned. It wasn't meant to turn for an hour, but that's okay. Yeah. We can change the plan. Yeah.
Yeah. So I found that was a little difficult.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it is true. Even the locals will say to you, like, I've got mates up here that have fished this river for 10 years. Yeah. No, it's difficult.
Yeah. So was there anything that particularly went wrong for you guys?
Not really. So we're a kind of team that we pivot and play sort of thing. So we're okay. We're like, Monty had a game plan and we're like, sweet. And then he'd be like, nah, this isn't working. We're going to do this or we're going to do that. Or should we troll or should we do that or should we do this sort of thing. It's being able to be adaptable to the river, I think, is you got to be okay with whatever you have at 4:30 in the morning. By 7:30 in the morning, it's going to be different because depending on what's going on with the river.
Same thing happened to us. On the first day I was like, I think we should probably fish bamboo, and then I was like, nah, we're going down.
Exactly, that's right.
We even stopped, and then I was like, nah, this isn't right.
That's it. You got to be able to be adaptable, 100%.
So think back to your first time at this competition. What was it like back then?
So, it's still a Mad Hatter. It is the best Barra tournament in Australia, I have to say. I fished a lot of tournaments, but this one I have come back to every single year. So So the first year that I fished it was an all-girls team.
Yeah.
So I fished with Leela Bartello from
Yeah.
Staunch Crab
Yeah.
and Gabby as well. So for me, I was very lucky because Leela had fished it before.
Yeah.
I felt like a deer in headlights on my
Yeah.
first comp because like my thing is I knew a lot of people because I lived up here for so long.
Yeah.
I got to catch up with mates and I was very lucky for that.
Mm.
However, going like first year was great. Leela knew what to do and I just literally followed her like a little
Yeah.
puppy. I'm like, Leela, what do we do, babe? And she's like, we're doing this, we're doing this. I'm like, okay, I'm following. That's no dramas whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then it's interesting because coming into second year, I changed teams. I had a boys team sort of thing and a couple of newbies as well. And my mates actually said to me, thank God you had been here before
Yeah.
because we literally would have been like, what are we doing sort
Yeah.
of thing. So, that's first year was absolutely amazing. It was like literally a deer in headlights. Like, oh my God, like, you know, like kids at a circus. This is the best thing ever sort of thing. So, it is. I have to say it is one of the best Barra tournaments and people do talk about how expensive it is. Like yes, it is like $7,200, but people have got to remember you're here for 7 days.
Yeah.
It's a team of 3.
Yeah.
You break that down, it works out to be like $250 to $300. And what do you get from it?
Yeah.
You get your food, you get your fuel, you get some ice, you get your accommodation. Like it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah,
worth
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what kind of advice would you give to women out there
Yeah.
who might be a little bit intimidated
Do it.
to come to a comp
Do
this
it.
big?
Oh my God. It wouldn't matter to me if you're a small comp or a big comp.
Yeah.
Get out there, have a go, because it's like, what's the analogy? Okay, I tell you, it's like riding a bike. Remember when you were like learning a bike, how to ride a bike? You had your training wheels and you were nervous, or even driving a car. Like, oh my God, driving a car, you had all these things going on. And then all of a sudden, it just clicked. It was amazing. And you can do it. You do it every day. People drive and they don't even really think about it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
Nature.
you get like a little bit nervous and excited, but you just got to give it a go.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter it's all about mindset, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, if you have the mindset, I'm going to win this, I'm going to do that. For me, that's not what it's about. It's about being here, it's about experiencing it, it's about meeting new people, having great chats.
Yeah.
The fishing is second for me.
Yeah.
Honestly, everything I go to, the fishing is second.
Yeah.
You just, yes, it's going to be a little bit nervous, and I understand there's all different people in this world, sort of thing. Me, I'm an outgoing person. I will yabber till you cows come home. I will have a yak. I'm always in trouble for talking, and that's me. But I understand there are people that are quieter than me that might be more nervous. But the thing is, you just gotta take that one step, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Just do it, guys.
Yeah.
Just that's my only advice. Is if you're
Absolutely.
new, it also helps. Honestly, it helps if you know someone. But this is the Barra Nationals. It is a beast of a comp and sort of thing. Start off small if that's what you're comfy.
Yeah.
Get a girl with you and be like, hey, let's just have a fun. Instead of, you know how people go away for girls' weekends?
Yeah.
Go away for a fishing trip.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
go, it doesn't matter if you catch fish, just have a fat time.
Yeah, well, that's what we did this time.
Exactly, that is, and did you have a fat time?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, and that's what it's all about. Having great times, learning something new. Who cares if you get stuck? We're called the bamboo pandas. So, you know, I'm like, I hit the trees, I get a snag. It doesn't matter when you're having great times with great mates.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
That's
right?
it. They'll pay you out, you have fun, and you're making so many amazing memories.
Yeah, well, that's why we keep coming back.
Yay!
Already-
Coming back next year?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing.
I'll see you there.
Yes, 100%. I will be here.
Thank you very much for
Oh, that's okay.
giving us an insight
Oh,
into...
hopefully it's helped.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully I haven't gone too long and yapped too long.
No, that's okay.
Yay!
Thank you very
That's
much.
okay. No dramas, kisses. Mwah.